Hi FCST 1010 students, this is Dr. Wheeler and welcome to week 4 already of our 8-week course. It's kind of flying by already. I want to start off this week by reminding all of you that this class is to help you gain the skills that you need to be successful in college. So you would think that you need to be successful in this class. Keep in mind the due dates for assignments. Make sure they're completely and thoroughly finished in their entirety. And some of you have been emailing me, and it's perfectly fine. I don't mind for you asking questions, but I promise you, if you will just watch the video, all of your questions should be answered. And when I say watch the video, I mean the entire video. There may be something the last 30 seconds that you need to hear in order to complete the assignment correctly. If you're a good student, and we'll get to taking notes later, but as I said the very first week, grab a pen and a piece of paper. That way you can write down any instructions I give during the video and you don't leave anything out. Be mindful of MLA. Make sure that you label your challenges properly. And be very mindful of your grammar, punctuation. Go back and look again at comma splices and run-on sentences, sentence fragments. It's not that I'm going to be counting off an awful lot for grammar or anything like that. But if you're making the mistakes in your challenges that I see, and I also teach English, if you're making those mistakes in here, then that'll probably transfer it over to English. This is a great course to practice. And then you've got me, your friendly neighborhood professor, telling you what you need to work on without penalty. So when you get to these other classes where you will be heavily penalized, make sure you're going through it. Read through it. Get somebody else to read through it. A lot of times it's good to read it backwards. That way you can catch your mistakes. And I know that sounds crazy, but let somebody else read it. See if you've omitted words, left words out. See if you've misspelled things, or if you have if you need a comma somewhere, or you have a comma without a conjunction and it causes a comma splice. So go back over those go back over your grammar rules and review those before you turn in your challenges. And I'll continue to remind you so that you can start practicing on turning in the perfect paper before you move along to other subjects. But that's my little mini lecture on keeping up to date on things and watching your grammar and punctuation. So now we'll move on. Week 4, and we're going into Module 5. So I'm going to click on our LibGuide and take us up here to our LibGuide. We're going to go to Module 5. Last week was all about time management. Last week was Last week was about thinking and learning. I just graded your time management and enjoyed reading about it and reading that you recognize that Facebook and Instagram and Pinterest and everything else takes up so much unnecessary time that you could be using to make straight A's and get a fantastic job. Because at the end of the day, what good does any of that stuff do anyway? Last week we did thinking and learning, and you were supposed to look at how you learn best. And you played the game Spent, which I love to play. And I have made it to the end several times. This week, Module 5 is over wellness and stress management, something that I know all too well. Not just because I'm a former nurse, but because I am one of those. I'm a type A personality. So I have had the effects of a lot of stress in the past. I've had panic attacks twice in my life, and I don't mean just like, oh gosh, I'm having a panic attack. I mean panic attacks that lasted for a month, where I was diagnosed by a physician, and of course they tried to give me all the things that they try to give you when you have panic attacks, Xanax and medication for heart palpitations. I threw them all away, and I figured out there was only one thing I needed to do, and I was having severe attacks. Um, I'm a Christian, so I prayed and read the Bible. I also did deep breathing exercises on a daily basis. I stopped saying yes to everybody. I stopped trying to be super person, super daughter, super wife, super sister, super aunt, super teacher, super student. You can't be great at all things. Something is going to suffer a little bit, and you just have to let it. So stress is a lot of it, and then keeping yourself healthy. This first video and what you'll learn this week is ways to identify, what am I doing to myself? Am I destroying myself with food, with stress, with cigarettes, with alcohol, with prescription medication, with non-prescription medication? Take inventory, because that has a lot to do with your success in college. This first one is eating on the run. When you're a college student, you do eat on the run. You're more tempted to go through a drive-through. I just got back from vacation. That's why I was a little slow grading your challenge 3 this week. I went on vacation, and you're supposed to come back and feel healthy and rested and relaxed. Oh my Lord, I came back feeling sluggish and tired and fat. And I'm not overweight. I'm normal, but I'm 5'2". I weigh 123, but I felt big around the middle. All the Cokes and the junk food and everything that you eat on vacation. And so now that I'm home, I'm like detoxing big time, because that's all I had available was eating on the run. In college, I know it sounds crazy. Even, guys are going to say, I'm not going to pack a lunch. Well, you can, even a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Or I know on the Floyd campus and the Cartersville campus, they have cafeterias. And even on the Marietta campus, they have a cafeteria at KSU. You can go in there and eat healthy stuff. You don't have to go for the fries. Go for the salad. Go for the fruit. Bring water with you. Pack grapes. Peanut butter keeps. Pack a peanut butter sandwich. Peanut butter has lots of protein in it. Eat whole wheat bread. Something to keep your energy up, but drink lots of water. If you smoke, try to cut down on your cigarettes. They'll make you sluggish too. Your soft drinks, try to cut down on them. Girls and guys, I know guys are thinking, oh my Lord, look at those dainty little salads. Y'all, these are the best things since the wheel. But I get mason jars and you can fill them full of fruit, but they're layered salads. You put the messy ingredients on the bottom, like tomatoes and, stuff that has water in it. You put it on the bottom. And then you end up putting your lettuce on the top, and when you get ready to eat the salad, you shake it up. Oh, my Lord. And I'll make them all up on Sunday and put them in the refrigerator at work and eat them all week long. That way I'm not tempted to go eat anything wretched. Pop chips are great. They don't have any, like, sunflower oil or anything like that in them. They're baked. And it says they pop. They're like 100 calories for a bag, and they are delicious. So I get mine at Walmart. They don't come in just plain flavors. You can get them in a barbecue, but I love pop chips. So watch these on college students and your eating habits and what you can do. The next one is for the reading, there's a wellness quiz and a mental health screening. Oh gosh, if I took it, they'd probably say, you're cuckoo. Then down here, there's some more articles on college students and eating, worst and best diets, food pantries on the rise at college campuses. And the weekly journal this week, and it'll tell a lot about yourself. How do you feel about your diet? Do you eat too much fast food? Are you getting enough fruits and vegetables? How do you feel about your diet? Be honest with yourself. That's what this journal is. And sometimes, just like with the time wasters, it makes you think, golly, I waste a lot of time on Facebook or watching Netflix or, I watch a lot of television, but it's probably 95% sports and the rest is television. I watch sports all week long. I'm in hog heaven this week. Beach volleyball, College World Series, golf, Olympic trials. I have been in hog heaven this week. Gators got knocked out real early in the World Series and they were the #1 seed, but they did make it to the final 8. Anyway, that's through Wednesday. Wednesday, make sure you post your initial thread under the journal. Try not to be late on that. Then day 2 starts, and you know that starts up on Thursday. Amazing effects of sleep. Guys, I tell you, I felt like I was on a 3-day bender when we were out of town. I got no sleep whatsoever, just because when I'm in the room with other people, other than my husband, it's hard for me to sleep. It was hot in the room, even though we had the air on. And when I woke up the next day, I felt like I had been out till 4 in the morning. It's all has to do with lack of sleep. Lack of sleep, don't go out the night before a test and stay out late and expect to function properly. It'll make you forget everything that you've studied. You'll be tired. You won't remember anything. You can hallucinate from it. I could keep going on and on and on and on about the effects of lack of sleep. But watch the video and it'll tell you what you need to know. Then watch under readings about body image, exercise, again on the neurocognitive consequences of sleep deprivation. And then now for your challenge this week, how can you improve your health? You're going to read this student is, I need some advice. I'm a student at GHC. I just started this semester. And as you're reading it, you'll probably think, man, that sounds a lot like me. I want you to reply to this student. A half a page, use MLA to label your paper to the left. Make sure you double space. Always, guys, this is one of these that you need to watch the whole video. Listen to me now. Times New Roman number 12. No other font besides Times New Roman number 12. Give this person a half a page of advice. Tell them what you would do. And I need you to submit that in the Dropbox before Sunday, along with 2 replies. Some of you said you didn't know how to get to the challenges. That's a little late in the game, but I'll show you again, just to remind you. You go to Assessments, go to Discussions to do your journal. If you ever need refreshing, go back to that first week under the news feed and look under Submitting Assignments. But this week is number 5 under Wellness and Stress Management. Make sure you post your initial thread by Wednesday, your 2 replies by Sunday. Then you're going to go back up here under Assessments, excuse me, and you're going to go to Dropbox. You're going to go to Challenge 5 this week, and you're going to read the instructions, which says a half a page reply giving advice to the student, and you're going to upload that document to Challenge 5. If you see under Challenge 4, there's only 6 of you that have replied so far. There's 25 of us in the class, and those are due tonight before midnight. So y'all need to start doing your work maybe a little bit quicker in the week. That means only 6 people were on the ball this week. The other 19 of you have waited till the last minute. I still have 10 more to grade from Challenge 3, and I'll be through with Challenge 3 and start to grade Challenge 4. And I apologize for that, but I was out of town all this week, and I just started getting to Challenge 3 yesterday. So I should have those before tomorrow morning, which is Monday. But stay on the ball. Email me if you have any questions. Go Braves. They're picking up the pace. They're looking pretty good. Their bats are starting to get a little hot, and they're starting to talk about NFL football, so I am ecstatic. In Gator football, I'm even more ecstatic. But email me if you have any questions. Y'all take care and have a great week. And get on the ball. Stay focused. Write in your daily planner. Plan this week out. Be the proactive student that I know you are. And I'll see you guys next week.